Hey, this is Coach Woolley, the Holistic Trainer, and this is a demonstration of the ankle slider mobility exercise. This exercise can be done in a standing position as well as a sitting position like I am here. I do like the sitting position for this exercise because it allows us to keep the rest of our body stable and still while we focus on the ankle joint. This exercise is done in two positions, one with the entire foot on the ground, and two with the front of the foot lifted up. Begin the exercise with the entire foot on the ground, and the motion is turning your ankle so your toes are pointing in towards the other foot, and turning your ankle out so your toes are pointing away from the other foot. Moving back and forth in that motion. When you're doing this technique, for this part, you want to keep the entire foot on the ground. So I don't want to turn my foot so far in that the inside part of my foot begins to lift up. I want to keep my entire foot on the ground for the whole exercise in both directions. So as I go out, don't turn so much that the outside edge of your foot begins to lift up. Focus on keeping the whole foot flat on the ground. One more detail to focus on is to not let the knee move around too much. So as I'm moving my ankle, I don't want to have my leg getting involved, because now you can see I have a much bigger range of motion, but that's because the hip and the leg are now involved in the exercise. So it helps if you place your hand on your knee to keep it still and just allow the motion to come from the ankle itself. The second portion of this exercise is done with the front of the foot lifted up, and the motion is the same. I'm going to turn my foot so it's pointing in towards my body, and turn my foot out so it's pointing away from my body. Gliding it or sliding it back and forth. Again, the detail to focus on is the knee. When I'm doing this exercise, I don't want to have my leg moving back and forth with my ankle. I want to keep my knee still and just allow the ankle to create the motion. This exercise is to be performed on both sides. So after you do your right leg, do the same technique on your left leg. And you may notice that there is a difference side to side. If there is a substantial difference in terms of your range of motion, your control, or maybe even a little bit of discomfort, focus more on the side that is more challenging and try to make each side feel equal. And this is a demonstration of the ankle sliding mobility exercise.